choreographed and lack of passion.
So whether you're a Green Day fan or not, chances are that you've come across plenty of their most popular songs at least once, such as American Idiot, 21 Guns, Wake Me Up When September Ends, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, perhaps without knowing the title of the song, but I am definitely sure you may have heard of them at least once. But now, what about the other songs from them that have just as much potential to be as popular, but seems to be overlooked by many people, and sometimes even from the Green Day fan base? Well, this video will be going over the top 6 most underrated and obscured songs that you should definitely give a listen to in your spare time. Perhaps you may just find that some of these songs are your cup of tea, okay? So, let's get right into it, our very first song, and let's get funky. Let's go, so Prosthetic Head. Prosthetic Head, being the album closer of Nimrod, which is Green Day's 5th album, is usually overshadowed by plenty of other popular songs from that great album. Examples are Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, Hitchin' a Ride, or The Grouch, for example. Those songs are usually getting more attention, but to be fair, there are also other good songs to choose that it's quite easy to see why this song is overlooked in particular. However, Prosthetic Head should definitely make the cut, and it's definitely one of the best songs, and is able to basically encompass all the themes of Nimrod and deliver quite a good finale to that very long album. And Billy Joe here definitely showcases some of his best riffs and vocals throughout the track. The most memorable part of Prosthetic Head is definitely the riff that starts at the 2 minute 16 seconds mark, though of course your mileage may vary, but either way it's still one of the best parts of the song, alright? So definitely give Prosthetic Head a listen if you haven't already. This is for Green Day fans or non-Green Day fans alike. Homecoming. This is Green Day's longest song, at an impressive 9 minutes and 19 seconds, and it's the penultimate track of the American Idiot album. Lyrically, this is able to continue the storyline of the American Idiot album as well, and it does so in quite a few clever ways. There is a similar track named Jesus of Suburbia, which plays much earlier in the album, second track directly after the American Idiot album opener, which usually gets a lot more attention when compared to Homecoming. These two songs are quite similar in which the melody and tune changes throughout the song, and they each have 5 parts as well. Of course, your mileage may vary, but this is undeniably one of Green Day's best songs, as not only Billy, but even Mike and Trey sing at parts 3 and 4 of Homecoming as well, that will showcase diverse sounds, making the track more compelling to actually listen to. In addition to that, Green Day shows off great musicianship as well in this song, and throughout the entire album. It may not get as much attention as Jesus of Suburbia, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, or American Idiot, but this song is just as amazing, and you should definitely give it a try. And this especially rings true if you are a fan of Jesus of Suburbia. Alright, that is the second last song right before What's Her Name in the American Idiot album. So, despite it being their longest song, you should definitely give it a try, and it is some incredible 9 minutes. Give Me Novocaine. Taking another song from this same album, American Idiot, the same album, Give Me Novocaine is one of Green Day's softer and somewhat slower songs as well, although it does have some moments where it speeds up, specifically in the middle especially, and also in the chorus. It combines their classic punk rock sound, along with a sweet acoustic guitar for the verses and the ending. Now lyrically, it's about numbing yourself so you don't have to worry about the misery and injustice of the world, so may not be too deep of a meaning, but this song shines in terms of melody, rhythm, and of course, don't forget Billy Joe's soothing vocals throughout the track. One thing I will give Green Day on some credit is that Green Day, as a whole, they are very skilled at being able to experiment with different types of sounds, and still be able to produce equally satisfying songs, which some bands can fall victim to if they try to detract from their main sound, but in this regard, Green Day doesn't do that. Even if it detracts from their overall main sound, this song, Give Me Novocaine, is still definitely worth a listen. Stuart and the Avenue. So you may have not heard of this song yet, and it's definitely one of the more obscure tracks, I guess, but once that amazing bass line kicks in, this will definitely stick in your head for a while. And it's all thanks to Mike Dirnt, who delivers quite an epic bass line to kick off the song. Now this track comes right before Brain Stew on the Insomniac album. This is Green Day's 4th album, Insomniac, and encompasses the somewhat dark and angry tone of the song, which really drives this track to be memorable. Now, just like the rest of Insomniac, along with the very memorable chorus and dark guitar tone, which is present throughout, Stuart and the Avenue is not only a fun song to listen to, but also for bass players, will be a blast for you. So, most people, when they hear of the album Insomniac, they usually think of Brain Stew, Jaded, Walking Contradiction, or Geek Stink Breath, usually the singles, but Stuart and the Avenue, you should definitely give this little guy a try as well, as this song is definitely full of quality, alright? Definitely give this song a try. Outlaws. So this track is quite newer than the others that have been listed down so far, but Outlaws will definitely make this list. This song is from the Revolution Radio album released in 2016, and it features a somewhat mature type of sound from the band and interesting lyrical content that could also be seen as a sequel to the Christy Rhodes song, which was released back in Kerplunk in 1991. Of course, these lyrics could mean different things to different people, but Outlaws features compelling vocals, guitar riffs, drum beats, and is overall able to convey plenty of emotions as you listen to the track. And this especially rings true as you get to the outro, which leaves off the song on a high note. Now, definitely one of the top tracks in Revolution Radio. In fact, in my opinion, Revolution Radio as a whole is quite underrated in general. Some other good tracks I will mention there are Somewhere Now, Bang Bang, Youngblood, and especially so Outlaws as well, and also Ordinary World. Now, Ordinary World has some fans split because of the it's kind of like Good Riddance Time of Your Life, but some people see it as a weaker version, but I think Ordinary World definitely will hold up as a classic later on. But yeah, so Outlaws from Revolution Radio, track 5 comes after Say Goodbye and right before Bouncing Off the Wall. This song is definitely worth a listen, definitely give Outlaws a try. And now we can move on to our next track, Misery. This track comes from Green Day's 6th album, Warning. And this track is very different from the usual Green Day song. I'm gonna put that out right there before you start listening to this song, because this can definitely throw some of Green Day fans, like it can throw them off, I guess, if they first listen to it. Like, I personally, when I talked about them to other people on Reddit, online, or even in person, when they hear this song, they usually think it's a very, very different type of sound, I guess. But hey, I mean, even though you may be divided in terms of opinions of this song, this video is called Most Underrated Green Day Songs, so this track would definitely make the list. The beat is very simple, very easy to play as well, and Billy's vocals are also not too difficult if you want to try singing this song. And it's quite long, but as I said earlier, this song is definitely still worth a listen. And I will say that Green Day, I do believe I said this earlier, but Green Day are great at experimenting with different styles and types of music, so this song is certainly no exception. The way the song transitions from smooth to somewhat aggressive, then back to being smooth, was masterfully done and makes for another compelling track to listen to. So in terms of placement in the Warning album, this song comes directly after Castaway, and this will definitely, like I said before, it might take a few listens before it grows on you, because for me personally, I will admit, the first time I heard it, I actually needed some time before it became one of my favorite songs to listen to, but once you've done that, this song will definitely be in your head for a while. So even though it's different compared to their usual songs, it doesn't equal terrible just because it's different. And I definitely think that even though they experimented quite differently, this song definitely was a success. So definitely give this song, Misery, a good listen and perhaps you may end up loving it as well. Alright folks, and that concludes our Green Day list, so I'm sure that there may be other songs that you viewers may have wanted me to list down. So in that regard, I will list down some other songs that I feel are underrated, but I will the reasons will be saved for another video. Will be Stuck With Me, Armitage Shanks, Burnout, Who Wrote Holden Caulfield, Words I Might Have Ate. There's plenty of good Green Day songs out of, like, since Green Day as a whole, they've made very good songs in general. Well, except for the latest album, but that's for another story anyway. But they've made great songs, and that's why I've only chosen the top 6 that made the list. But feel free to comment down below which other songs you think should have been included. And as always, I am open to suggestions, but yeah, hopefully you do agree with my list. If you do disagree and think that some of these songs are properly rated or some are terrible, well, definitely provide your reasons why. I'm open to any different opinions as well, okay? So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Raphael out.